So, you're looking at getting your Certified Data Management Professional exam, the CDMP, and you know it's a beast of a test. But what if there's a way to prep that's, a whole lot more efficient? Today we're going to break down a strategy that is all about working smarter, not harder.
I mean, if you've ever actually opened up the DMA data management body of knowledge, you get it. That thing is a monster. It's dense, it's massive, and for a lot of people trying to get their CDMP, it honestly just feels like this giant wall you have to climb. And look, if you feel that way, you are definitely not alone. But here's the good news. There's a really focused, quick-win approach that can get you totally exam-ready in a fraction of the time you're probably thinking.
All right, so here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to really understand the challenge we're up against. Then, I'll lay out a simple 3-phase blueprint for you to follow. We'll even bring in a powerful AI study partner to speed things up, break down what the exam actually looks like, and wrap up with the final keys you need to walk in there and nail it.
All right, first things first, conquering the CDMP challenge itself. The best way to tackle any huge project is with a solid plan, right? Think of it like you're building a house. You wouldn't just show up with a pile of wood and start hammering. No way! You'd have a detailed blueprint. And that's exactly what we're going to build for your study plan.
So, the blueprint itself? Super simple. It's got 3 phases. Phase 1 is all about planning and assessing where you're at. That's about 3 to 5 days. Phase 2 is where you do the heavy lifting, your focused study time, about 2 days per chapter. And finally, Phase 3 is a quick 1 to 2 day final review to just lock it all in.
Okay, let's really dig into that first phase, planning and assessment. I'm telling you, getting this part right is absolutely critical. It's the foundation that sets you up for success through the whole rest of the process.
So in these first few days, you have a very specific to-do list. First thing, book your exam. Seriously. This puts a date on the calendar and gives you that little bit of positive pressure to get going. Next, decide which level you're aiming for and get all your materials together. Then, and this is important, jump right in and take 3 to 5 mock tests. The goal here isn't to get a perfect score, it's to diagnose your weak spots. You need to analyze every single mistake you make and then use that intel to prioritize the chapters you need to hit the hardest.
All right, now for the real heavy lifting, your focused study period. But you're not going in alone. We're going to bring in a serious power tool to make this whole process way faster. Your own AI study partner.
So, let me introduce you to your new best friend, a tool from Google called Notebook LM. What makes this thing so amazing is its ability to take that massive, dense DMBOK guide, plus your other notes, and turn it all into a personalized study engine that actually works for you. It's a total game changer.
Getting set up is pretty straightforward. You're just going to create a new notebook and start uploading your core materials. That means the DMBO ebook for sure, but also transcripts from helpful videos and, this is the secret sauce, your own notes detailing every single error you made on those first mock tests. That's how you make this space truly yours.
But here's where the magic really happens. It's all about the prompts. You can literally tell Notebook LM to summarize chapters for you, pull out all the key definitions to build a custom glossary, or even generate brand new practice questions based on the text. And get this, you can have it explain not just what the right answer is, but exactly why the other options are wrong. You're basically building your own personal exam prep machine.
Okay, so you've built this amazing custom study engine. Now what? Well, now you've got to aim it at the right target. That means we need to shift our focus and start decoding the structure of the exam itself. Because knowing how they're going to test you is just as important as knowing the material.
And this chart, this really lays it all out. When you get into the exam, you'll see a good number of questions that are pretty straightforward, based on definitions or simple logic. But the real challenge, the part you have to be ready for, is that big chunk, around 20 questions, that are specifically designed to be long, tricky, and just plain confusing if you're not reading carefully. So you can see where this is going, right? You can't just have one study strategy. You need a specific game plan for each type of question. For those long and tricky ones, you're going to use Notebook LM to generate your own complex questions so you can practice spotting the traps. For the definition ones, have it create glossaries so you can master Dhamma's exact wording. It's all about tailoring your prep to what you're actually going to face.
All right, let's bring it all home. We're going to talk about the mindset and those final steps that really seal the deal and lock in that quick win on exam day. This is how we finish strong. Okay, if you remember one thing from this whole explainer, let it be this. The CDMP exam tests Dhamma's wording. not your real-world experience. Your years of hands-on work are awesome. They're super valuable. But for this specific test, the book is king. You have to know what the book says.
When you walk into that exam room, your mantra should be accuracy over speed, period. They give you plenty of time, so use it. Read those tricky questions 2, maybe even 3 times. Your whole goal is to spot the keyword traps and to trust EMS definitions over what you think you know.
In those final 24 to 48 hours, your whole approach has to shift. The number one rule is do not try to learn any new material. It's too late. Instead, you're going to focus entirely on practice. Rework all those questions you generated, retake your mock tests. Your goal now is just to recognize patterns and get totally comfortable with the way the test thinks.
And that's it. That's the blueprint, from planning and assessing all the way to that final review. With a powerful AI tool to help you along the way, you have the strategy. The only question left is, when are you going to book your exam and get started on becoming a certified data management professional?